Porter, on the final, when you get the inbound after the 4-point play, Jalen gets the ball. Talk about that sequence right there.
Yeah. So we were up 5, and just to take it a little bit before that, we were up 5. They called timeout. Defensively, we're in what we call a no jump situation. No matter what, we're not jumping. Contesting a shot on a drive, it's a no jump situation, and we jumped and fouled a 3-point shooter. We fouled, I think, 4 3-point shooters. That's just mental. That's mental. But on the last sequence, when they did hit the 4-point play, we're up 1. We had 1 timeout. We literally went over what we call it's our bypass shooter against the press, and we flashed Jalen, and then we cut, and we cut sideline, cut middle, and have the 3 options. And I was holding it in case we got in trouble, and with that even later, we got the ball in bounds, and then the 3 we just stood. Jalen got trapped, and Duke Fears and Tate were almost on top of each other, and we didn't cut. And I'll take it. And we just got to have some leadership and understanding down the stretch. And we really talked about bypass shooter the last 2 days, late game. Jalen knew we had a timeout, and we just got to either take it. It was our jump ball, and we had 1 timeout left, and we can just take it, spread people out, and we just kind of hot potatoed it. And for us being disorganized, that's on me. I mean, I know we talked about it the last 2 days, but eventually, and that's what I told everybody. I said, if right there we got it in, Jalen was 8 for 8 from the foul line, but we got to cut and get space to have passing options, and we just literally froze and stood, and 3 guys almost on top of each other was just looking at Jalen, so very, very, very tough loss. My faith has always been the foundation, and sometimes you don't know why you're put in these positions. The good Lord puts you in these positions. But the only thing I know how to do is to pour into these young men and teach them and really try to show them to be better, to learn how to close out games. You get in a rut like that, you almost play not to lose. And we were a little bit, we did some things, but the fouling of 4 3-point shooters, we missed a layup up 7. Literally a point blank layup was like 5, and this is early, like 7 or 8 minutes, and it was a 6-point swing because we missed the layup. They come down, we foul a 3-point shooter. That's a 6-point swing, yeah.
You've had some tough moments this season at home with the Aggies, the comeback to
Yeah.
Texas. Does this one feel any different?
Yeah.
Now it's later.
This one. I think we played in that last 24 seconds, like hoping not to lose. We played, coming out of a timeout, you need to stop. Get a stop. At least you're in a no jump situation. You can't foul, and we just kind of, foul a 3-point shooter, and he made it. Got to give him the credit. The kid made a fadeaway shot, but it should have been 2. And then we, so many times get the ball in bounds. I look back earlier in the year, Providence, Arizona, Louisville, all were pressing down the stretch. We never had any problem. If you look back at some of those close games, never had a problem. Got it in, change it, fouled, go down to the foul line, make the free throws, close out the game. And when you go through what we're going through, I know we had 2 freshmen on the court, and I thought they made some plays. They made their free throws, they made some plays, but it just seemed like we kind of stood around rather than earlier in the year when you're confident and everything. You're cut, space, get fouled, go down, huddle up, get the free throw. We just kind of stood and looked, and that did feel different.
With 8.5, did you get? Jeremiah had the ball.
So we obviously wanted Jeremiah to go down, and actually we had the spacing, and there was guys that he got kind of off balance. We were trying to bring Jeremiah off the run and go downhill. We call it attack. And I wanted him to come underneath it, but he went over the top and came to the corner, but then he came. It was 2.7 when he had the shot. And, there's no one that's better on our team at creating than Jeremiah. We do it in practice all the time. He's the best one at space, and he had some space, and he just kind of got off balance. And we didn't make the play. But he's definitely the one that gives us the best chance to go downhill with that speed and create.
6 games left. Next 5 against current top 25 teams. What's the message going forward?
Opportunity. I mean, I know I keep saying that, but is that there is still opportunities and a lot to play for. We need to get back on the winning column for confidence, for a lot of reasons. And but that's the message. I'm going to meet with them again right now. Again, in life, sometimes you don't know why you got put in those positions, and we did. This was a very, very tough law for these young men. And the only thing I know how to do is continue to teach with them, continue to fight, show a picture, show a path. We have a path. It's a hard path, but it's an attainable path, and that's the belief. You know, leadership's a transfer of belief. Our belief and confidence right now is cracked, and we got to get it back. And I thought these last couple of days they prepared, they did all the things that you want. We got into that tight situation, and we had a complete meltdown with that. And but the message is, yes, there are some top 25 games. If we play, we got to play better. We got to play better winning basketball. We didn't play winning basketball the last 24 seconds, and it'll start with me. I will not stop trying to get us to play winning basketball.
Porter, you struggled to stop their dribble drive, especially in the second half.
I'm sorry?
Talk about your defense.
Yeah.
You struggled to stop their dribble drive, especially in the second half.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes, I think they had 2 points. The last 15, I think they had 51.
Yeah.
We really struggled. We just kind of all of a sudden got kind of worried and spaced out when we can't. We were really trying to pack it in early and bottle them up, and they just Carter got around. Carter, you know, he had one of those. We've had some guys have the kind of performances like that on us, and we didn't get the stops with them. But yeah, I thought our defense. We came out in the second half, and I think the first 5 minutes, I think we did a lot of good things defensively, and then it wasn't.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.